I wasn't going to do a full reaction to this, and I'm still not going to do a full reaction to it, but I have been asked several times in my comments what I think about this video overall. So I thought we would go through real quick and talk about each of the things, and then I would talk about what I think is the most important thing, which is Live Arena, and I'm going to talk about why. The hard mode dungeons seems cool. You know what I mean? We'll see how it plays. It seems like what they've done is they've taken the popular strats and countered them with the new dungeons. So we're gonna have to come up with new ways to do it, which is good. You know, it keeps things fresh, keeps things interesting, gives us new problems to solve. Fine, great change. Hard mode rewards. You can now start getting mythic gear of all the sets. That's pretty dope. We've got the change to Great Hall. We've got, or the addition to Great Hall, I should say. We've got the auto artifact sell, which is nice that we're getting that. You know, it's they're always really good at these videos. We'll have to see what it looks like in action, but you know, it seems like a lot of positive things, as it always does. What I want to talk about is Live Arena. I think that Live Arena it's the most exciting thing to me that I think Plarium's ever done, and it's not because I'm excited to play Live Arena, but I think it brings a lot of things with it, and that's what I thought we would talk about today. For one, I'm excited to see how the top arena players transition to this, because this is even with AI programming, this is going to be played very differently. This is a very different game than computer ran arena, right? So I think it's going to be very fun to watch the new strategies and to see the way the top players treat this, and the new players that kind of work their way up into this. The mind games are going to be really interesting from the beginning. The whole part of it, the pick phase, the ban phase, new builds, new comps, champs that have probably been sitting in the vault forever are going to work their way into this, almost guaranteed. It's going to be very interesting to watch how it plays out. What it also does is it opens up a lot of room for content creators to have community-based tournaments, or to have tournaments among the the content creators. Lots of really fun stuff to do there. Also, this gives Plarium the path to real-life events. When Summoners War implemented Live Arena, they had it live for a while and to work out the bugs and get it running smoothly and get everything sorted and give everybody time to learn it. And then they started having tournaments where, you know, you place a certain rank and you win stuff, whatever. Then they started having IRL, like convention style events that were world championships for this. And they would fly the contenders out, and they had a stage and they had a big event set up, and you could meet the creators, and they had events going on. And it's really, really cool, man. And that's what I've mentioned this a few times in the past. The idea that maybe Plarium will head this way with it is really exciting. It would be really cool to meet all the other creators. It'd be really cool to meet a lot of you guys. I think it's a lot of fun. I think it breathes new life into the game. I think Live Arena is going to be really good for the health of the game. I think it can be really interesting. And it gives Raid a scene. It gives Raid a real competitive scene. You know what I mean? So I think it's good. I think this is very positive. Again, we have to see how it gets implemented. I'm always hesitant to be optimistic. Well, I'm not always. I'm lately hesitant to be optimistic. I always try to get behind what they're doing, and you know, they've just been Plarium for so long that it's really hard to get truly optimistic about what they're doing. But this is a very exciting change or addition to the game. So we'll see. We'll see what it turns into. We'll see if they go that route with it. I don't know that they've ever hinted that they have plans to do that, but to be fair, neither did Com2Us, which is the developer of Summoners War. We didn't know that was coming, and then it was here. So I really hope it happens. I think that would be really, really cool. I would love, again, the opportunity to meet everybody. I think that would be a lot of fun. So that's the most exciting part of this video to me, and again, probably the most exciting thing they've ever done with Raid. I think this is huge. I think that we also need a real Guild War system. clan war, whatever you want to call it. This clan versus clan thing that we have right now is bullshit. It just is. It's awful. It's such a stupid game mode. No one enjoys it. It's boring. It's nothing. It's really nothing. It's not clan wars. We need a way for clans to fight each other, because again, that adds a competitive element to the game that's just so much more fun and interesting than what clan versus clan is right now. It's a really lazy implementation of a clan battle system. So hopefully they will work on that, because I think that's also very interesting and fun. And if they do it, I hope that just do what Summoner's War did, man. Just go back to copying Summoner's War. Like, just make it 3v3 battles so that the strats change drastically, and give us Guild Wars. I think that's like one of the last big things we need in the game. They're going to continue to expand. We know they've got other big chunks of content planned, because there's things on the map that still haven't revealed themselves. So we know that they're going to continue to expand the game, and that's fine. But I hope that at some point we do get a Guild Wars system. That's kind of the next big thing I'm waiting on. I kind of thought we'd get it before we got Live Arena, but here we are. So, yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on it. The rest of it, again, it all looks fine, but I don't think there's a lot to really be said about it. You know what the new bosses do by now. I'm sure that people have already started working on ideas for what's going to work there. I don't know when all this stuff's coming. And then the quality of life stuff. I'm torn when they do quality of life stuff like this, because part of me is like, yeah, this is great that they're adding it to the game. Another part of me is like struggling to want to give them credit, because I don't believe we'd be getting it if Farbstoff hadn't made RSL Helper. I think that there's a degree of humiliation that comes with some random player in your community doing more for your community than you do. You know what I mean? In the way of quality of life features for your own game. So I think in some ways they're probably trying to phase out RSL Helper rather than just ban it, because that would just be so obvious. I don't know. I'm kind of speculating there. But again, you know, we get the speedy artifact upgrade after RSL Helper. Now we're getting this auto sell system after RSL Helper. We got multi battles after RSL Helper. It's like they're just looking at the features he's implemented with RSL Helper and adding them to the game. And if we're getting them in the end, that's great. You know what I mean? It's going to be great for mobile players who don't use RSL Helper. It's going to be great for people who don't want to bother figuring out how to install RSL Helper, don't want to deal with it, all that. But again, I just kind of struggle to give them credit for it, because I don't think we'd be getting it if he wasn't doing his thing. So I don't know. Again, that's all speculation. But that's it. That's my thoughts on everything. There's no reason to talk about the whole video in a bunch of depth, but the live arena thing is very exciting to me. Let me know what you guys think about all this. What are you most excited about? Do you think it looks good? Does this move the needle for you at all? I've seen a few comments say that this video didn't do anything for them, which on one hand is interesting, because if you just watch the video, it does look like a lot of great stuff. But again, I think we just have been continuously let down by Plarium so much that it's kind of hard to let yourself get excited when they announce changes. So I understand the sentiment in both directions. So let me know where you're at with it all. What do you think about it? What's your favorite part of the video? Anything missing that you were hoping they would throw in? Just all that kind of stuff. Let me know where you're at with it. And that's it. I'm getting out of here. Appreciate y'all. See you later.